Monica's work is very gripping. It's powerfully expressive, and it's expressive of the strength and the resilience of individual people and families that have been faced with oppression.
Being in the arts, I always think it's like therapy. You express yourself, I follow my instincts, and I learned about my past and how important it is.
Monica Kameen has been a sculptor and painter all her life, but at a certain point, after raising children and caring for her family, something changed for her. It began when her mother gave her an old family photo album.
I was ready to fly. What it means for me, I didn't know, but I started to look at my album photograph.
A self-portrait called Unravel, a painting with sculptural elements, captures this moment in time. Her parents, both Jewish, fled Nazi Germany early in the war and settled in Argentina, where Monica was born and raised. Later, she lived in Israel for 10 years before immigrating to the United States, where she's lived for the past 40 years. The Monmouth Museum's exhibition of Monica Kameen's work is called Perpetually Settling Dust: Art as Memoir.
History collects dust on top of things, and that resigned with me, especially my parents coming from World War II, and I needed to decide my nationality, even that I born in Argentina, and things happen in Argentina too. It was the dirty war where they kill students. It's collecting dust, perpetually settling dust.
The paintings are the inherited collective memories of her family.
This one, it's about an aunt and an uncle. He was in Argentina, my uncle. His cousin was in France.
One painting tells the story of her mother, aunt, and uncles as teenagers in Germany before the war.
The side of my mother, there are 4 siblings. I really didn't know why I started to paint them, aside that they were beautiful. Then I realized that behind that beautiful photograph, it was a story. And the story is that when they were living in Germany and they were young, they went to each school and they took measurements about the children's, the color of their eyes, the color of their hair, the color of their skin, the height, the nose, everything. And they wanted to show how the pure Aryan features exist, and Jewish will not have those. So it was a huge assembly, and they said that they came out with the perfect Aryan, beautiful children, and they were the Vataman. That's the last name of my mother's family. So somebody ran and told them to stop the assembly because they were Jewish.
Another work in the Monmouth Museum show is called Prayer. It was created during the time Monica spent in the hospital with her daughter.
My daughter was pregnant, and in the 5th month, she lost all the water. It's extremely dangerous for the baby. So she called me. I went, and she was in the hospital for 2 months. For me, it was constantly a prayer. And a prayer for me is to my ancestors. If it is a God, God help me. But my ancestors, I know them. So I needed to be busy, and I started to embroidery, something that I never did in my life, but I could sit there and be with my daughter. She couldn't move at all, everything I needed to do for her. and it was a prayer. This piece belongs to my grandson. He came, he born. His arm was very swollen, his foot too. His breathing was not good. They called me when he born, and the doctor brought me to the room. I look at him and I said, he's a perfect baby. And he said, no, he's not perfect. And I told him, you know nothing, he's perfect.
Other works in the show deal with forgotten German heroes who helped Jews escape the Nazis, a grieving Pope John Paul II, and there are pieces about Monica's grandfather. He fought for Germany in World War I, narrowly escaping with his life. His good friend saved him 3 times. In World War II, that same friend joined Hitler's army, but remained loyal to Monica's grandfather, forging documents to help him and his family escape to Argentina.
My grandfather, one that fought in World War I, he always said that 40 generations of German blood wasn't enough to be German. And I understand that. And I realized that today I connect with something bigger than a country, globally, to every country. In a way, I think we all the same, and we have so much in common, more than we think.